Hello everyone, my name is Kirks the Wolf, and today I will be talking about some issues I've had with Empyrean, some problems I think that should be fixed by Digital Extremes next year, and some things that I feel like boggles my mind that it's even in the game. So I'm just gonna start it off, and I have a list of things that I think DE should fix. If they return next year, which they most likely should. Now, the first issue I have is the cost of all the blueprints for your weapons and shields and reactors and all. They're really, really overpriced, as you can see. Especially like how much they cost and how uncommon they are. And sometimes I just end up running out of resources to the point where I can't even craft them. Yeah, there are rush repair drones, which basically rushes the whole process and making the whole farming thing useless, but it's still baffling because you still have to pay like 50 platinum to be able to use those. I mean, you can farm platinum by just trading, but still, like, it's unexcusable, and I think the resource cost should probably be decreased to like 5,000 or 4,000. Then it will be acceptable. Now, the next problem I have, and it's really freaking annoying, it's the Grenier ship, specifically the cruise ship, spamming in ram sleds all over the place, like spamming them 24/7, and I usually don't say 24/7 unless I'm fucking pissed. And as you can see, like, they spam it non-stop. I mean, you can just get far away from the cruise ships as possible, but the problem is they're going to catch up to you as soon as you just go far away. And really, it's just not fun at all, especially when they spam ram sleds, not once but twice. Like, basically, like, and you do have time to react and shoot it down, but they react too fast and they come in too fast, and plus they blend in with the other ships with the red diamond shapes. So it's pretty hard to even see them and predict where they're coming from, or even get a head start to, like, shoot them down. Like, it's just so annoying to having to deal with ram sleds. And if you're playing it on solo, God bless you, because if you're trying to kill enemies inside of your ship and then go back to what you were doing, they'll spam in another one. So yeah, good luck trying to avoid ram sleds as you can. And it doesn't even help that enemy scaling, like level and armor scaling, is a thing. So yeah, good luck at that. And even if you do shoot down the ram sleds, it's very satisfying, yes, but not the good type of satisfying. It's more like a fuck out of here sort of thing. And speaking of enemy scaling, yeah, armor scaling and level scaling is a big fucking problem with Railjack. I mean, it's probably because my builds aren't that good and I'm not really the best at builds, because really it's not my main focus with Warframe. But still, like, I feel like the game punishes you for not even having a good build, and it's pretty annoying because, like, it's like DE thinks that the only difficulty they have is armor scaling, like basically making enemies bullet sponges, and not really. They just make them absolutely annoying to kill, and just makes you want to get over it, with it. And especially if you're trying to raid a cruise ship, you just want to destroy it instead of just, hijacking it, like one of the biggest features out there. Jeez, TennoCon 2019 really made this update look easy, when really it's not even the good type of hard, it's the annoying type of hard. Basically, like, I don't know, like, it's just so baffling that DE... I mean, yeah, they are going to fix this next year, but these are like the major problems that DE should even fix. And it doesn't help that you have to destroy a cruise ship by also disabling its shield, and it's pretty annoying. And on to another topic, basically I've come across this glitch, as you can see, where it not only slows down my speed, or slows down, but it even lowers my height, jump height, and it's pretty annoying. And it sometimes stops me in mid-roll, like as you can see. And it pretty gets annoying as you're trying to even repair your ship as quick as possible, even if you're going on a catastrophic failure, and you're in like 5 seconds and then this glitch happens. It's not even fun. What you usually have to do to fix it is just go in your Arcwing or your Railjack, and it'll just go down as if you're holding the down button, which for me is the L1 button. So just press that once, and then exit without pressing anything, and then you're good to go. And this is another problem I've heard a lot of people make, is RNG, specifically the avionics and weapons for your Railjack. Like, sometimes they come in different stats, and I mean, I get D's trying to make it innovating and more, you know, unique, rather than just getting a weapon that has like the same stats as everyone's. But the problem is, like, RNG in this update is so unbearable. Like, they really need to bump up the RNG, like the drop rates and all that stuff. Especially when there's a new quest called Era that I have not gotten yet, because one, I haven't gotten to the Veil Proxima, and I just don't really have time for it at all. And from what I heard from a friend of mine, they drop like every 3 hours, which, oh god, if I have to play Railjack for 3 hours, I would literally fucking die from, I don't know what I will die from, but it's not going to be pretty at all. Like, and the thing I was been worried for is that the new war is going to come next year, so who knows if that quest is going to be locked behind getting Era from Railjack. So imagine how new players are going to feel. Yeah, it's pretty bad. And then another thing I have a problem with is the forge process, and how it basically has a timer and it tells you to please wait. I mean, it is like 2 minutes, well, faster depending on the upgrades, but still, it's pretty annoying, because like, if I'm about to fail the mission, burp, I have a catastrophic failure incoming, then all of that happens to all 4 of these forge things, then we're screwed. We're literally fucked, because they take 2 minutes, and they're all not available, and it takes a long fucking time to even make it. I think just restricted to like 4, and then after you did 4, then it'll say you have to wait, and make the Omni tool have forge in more, because 50, it's not enough, especially with like what happens. And speaking of the Omni tool, or the Revelite as it's called, it fucking sucks when you're trying to use it. It's fine when you're trying to fix electrical hazards, fire hazards, and ice hazards that blocks the door. That's fine, but like fixing hull ruptures, good luck with that, because the angle fucking sucks. And another problem, there are going to fix cruise ships only aiming at your Railjack and not you on Arcwing, basically avoiding that one-hit kill, but still, it's pretty annoying. And another thing about RNG is, like, make direct a common drop. Like cubics and all that stuff are common drops, especially titanium, perhaps too common. Like, direct is used to like upgrades their avionics and grid and all, so just make them a common drop so it'll be easier for us, especially with like the cost of them. Basically, like, it's not even fun at all. And like, speaking of armor scaling, I've heard, like, when you have, like, fully upgraded avionics and a fully powered up railjack, in the Veil Proxima, it'll still be hard. You're barely one-shotting anything. I mean, I get it's supposed to be challenging, but, like, when your railjack abilities don't work on normal ships, that's a problem, because, like, it doesn't even matter how you build your railjack. It just matters how many what squad you have, like a full squad or like a duo. It's going to be difficult because, like, you're going to be like focused on one thing. Like, one of them has to drive, or one of them has to focus on repairs, and it's really irritating from what I've seen. Like, you're supposed to feel like a powerhouse in this. And another thing about Revelites, basically I've did some testing, and it turns out that whoever uses the Revelite, it uses everyone's limits. So, like, as you can see, you pay attention to the number at the bottom. I use my Revelite, and then I let someone else use their Revelite on another electrical hazard, and it takes up like 10 of it as if I used it. I don't know, like, I mean, I get they're supposed to make it challenging and strategic and all, but having it having other players use it as if it's one Revelite is probably one of the most dumb fucking design choices I have ever seen in a video game ever. Like, seriously, like, either they have to increase the capacity of the Revelite, which I think there's an upgrade for it. I don't know, I haven't gotten that far in Railjack. But seriously, they should just increase it to like 500 or something, because, geez, that can be bad. Especially when you're like in a dire situation and someone uses it on like a fire hazard and not a major hull rupture that can cause a catastrophic failure. Like, it's bad. Like, it's such a dumb design choices. And yes, there are other dumb design choices around, like, probably more that I have yet to see, but unfair challenge is one of them. Like, basically stats and how they can be different from one another, like, that's pretty bad. And basically the intrinsics upgrades that are sometimes lackluster, yeah, but, like, yeah. And another thing was, like, where you could just rush all of this in like 1 week, and DE did say they want us to take a break, and God forbid we take a break, because us in the Warframe community, we want everything. So that's it for the video. That's it for my rant, at least. And I really want this to be fixed next year. And you can comment whatever you want fixed for next year in Railjack. Just comment, like, and subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video. This is Kirk's the Wolf, signing out, and have a happy new year. Peace out.